Patis Tesoro's love for craft and textiles started early. In her high school classes at a convent school in Iloilo, Patis learned to embroider. Her mother, Nena Pamintuan, a woman of style and good taste, opened a dress shop in post-war Iloilo and introduced Patis to beautiful fabrics and dresses. Patis was a young wife when she met someone who would pique her interest in Filipino traditional wear.
I got married in 1970, and soon after that, I met Ado Escudero, who was reviving Casa Manila in Intramuros. He asked us to dress up in the old traditional dress, the baro't saya, and I didn't know how to do the panuelo. So I asked Josephine, the founder of Josephine's. At that time, she was already about 80 plus. And she taught me how to do the panuelo. My interest grew and grew. That's how it all began.
In the 1980s, she ventured into fashion designing, turning the traditional baro't saya into beautiful formal wear by embellishing it with intricate embroidery and beadwork. In the 1990s, Patis met then First Lady Amelita Ming Ramos, and with her, Patis found a partner in her mission to revive Philippine traditions, particularly arts and crafts.
It seemed that we were both interested in the Filipino arts and culture. So we formed a foundation called Katutubo Filipino Foundation. And we wanted to help the Katutubos who were weaving the piña cloth. They were somehow not producing enough yardage. So we helped them produce more.
Katutubong Filipino Foundation began as a passionate dream to revive our traditions through livelihood, arts, crafts, and culture. So I went all over the country looking at crafts, and piña was one of my focus because my mother-in-law told me it was a dying craft. She would keep her piña, the little that she had, in a walk-in closet. And she would just get this amount. And I would say, why? And she would say, do you know that this is so hard to get now? People are just not weaving it anymore.
One of the biggest revival was the piña industry. We tried to revive the growing of piña and harvesting and processing, which was very difficult at the time because there was no setup whatsoever. There was a market at that time, a better market than now, because ang kulang is the product. And ang dami pang sewers, ang dami pang, embroiderers. What really was needed is a complete production line of producing the materials itself. That's one of the projects that Patis and I worked with.
Patis Tesoro and the other members of the foundation lobbied local officials, particularly the Agriculture Secretary, to support the project and for schools to teach piña weaving. Today, Aklan continues to be a major producer of piña.
She was the one who really promoted Filipino arts and culture to show the Filipinos and others in foreign countries what talents Filipinos have.
There is a very big danger though now that when you lose a generation of craftspeople, you lose knowledge that was set up for hundreds of years. I made it my business to know everything there is to know to my ability about piña. And I think this knowledge is being passed on already. There are young people now that are doing this, you know. It's all over now. It should be more and more.
After reprising the baro't saya into formal wear, using embroidered and embellished piña and other materials, Patis has continued its reinvention by transforming the traditional wear into something very contemporary, casual, and chic, what she calls Bohemian Filipiniana.
You see the blouse I'm wearing? This was designed 100 years ago. I didn't design this. I didn't design the style. and I wear it as every day. I just make it wearable. It's just something that you decide you want to wear. I felt that to revive the Filipino dress was very important to our being Filipino. We were becoming very westernized, and we still are, but if you lose what is integral to being Filipino, which is food, dress, house, and we lose the knowledge of it, then we lose a big chunk of what being Filipino is.